Space is beautiful, but it's also terrifying. Out there, beyond our skies, are forces so powerful they could erase humanity in seconds. From invisible killers to cosmic monsters, these are 10 of the scariest facts about space that will keep you awake tonight. Black holes are the most feared objects in the universe, and for good reason. These cosmic monsters form when massive stars collapse in on themselves, crushing matter into an infinitely small point. Their gravity is so strong, not even light can escape. If you fell toward a black hole, you wouldn't survive long enough to describe it. Your body would stretch into a strand of atoms, a process scientists grimly call spaghettification. And here's the nightmare. At the center of our own galaxy, the Milky Way, lurks a supermassive black hole known as Sagittarius A. It's 4 million times the mass of our Sun, silently pulling on everything around it. What if Earth somehow drifted too close? Our world would be ripped apart, shredded into dust, and swallowed whole. And the universe would never even notice. Now imagine this, a dark planet, cold and dead, wandering endlessly through space. No sun, no orbit, just drifting, waiting. These are called rogue planets, and scientists estimate there may be billions of them in our galaxy alone. Some are as small as our moon, others as large as Jupiter. Without the warmth of a star, their surfaces are frozen wastelands, but their gravity is still powerful. If a rogue planet were ever to pass near Earth, its pull could distort our orbit, trigger massive earthquakes, or even eject us from the solar system entirely. The scariest part, these planets are almost invisible. We wouldn't see one coming until it was too late. Deep in space, massive stars sometimes explode in titanic blasts known as gamma ray bursts. In seconds, these bursts release more energy than our sun will emit in its entire lifetime. If a gamma ray burst were to happen within a few thousand light years of Earth, the consequences would be catastrophic. The radiation would strip away our ozone layer, expose us to deadly solar rays, and potentially wipe out all life on the surface. NASA has already detected gamma ray bursts billions of light years away. Fortunately, they've been far enough not to harm us. But the truth is, the universe is still filled with these cosmic death rays, and they strike without warning. Movies often show people exploding when exposed to space, but the truth is even more terrifying. Step outside your spacecraft without a suit, and the vacuum of space will kill you in less than 90 seconds. Here's what happens. Your saliva and tears begin to boil. Your lungs collapse as the air inside expands violently. Oxygen rushes out of your bloodstream, and you quickly lose consciousness. Within moments, your body becomes a frozen statue drifting forever. No explosions, no drama, just silence and death. 65 million years ago, a massive asteroid slammed into Earth and wiped out the dinosaurs. It wasn't a rare event, it was a warning. NASA currently tracks thousands of near-Earth objects, any of which could one day cross our path. Some are small and would burn up in the atmosphere, but others are kilometers wide. A direct hit could trigger global wildfires, massive tsunamis, and block sunlight for years. In other words, the end of human civilization. And here's the nightmare. Not all of them are detected. Space is vast, and sometimes rocks slip through the cracks. When giant stars die, they sometimes collapse into neutron stars. Objects so dense, a teaspoon of their matter would weigh 4 billion tons. These cosmic bombs spin rapidly, shooting beams of radiation across the galaxy like cosmic lighthouses. If a neutron star drifted too close to our solar system, its gravity could rip apart planets. Even without touching Earth, its radiation could sterilize our planet in seconds. They may be small, only the size of a city, but they're among the deadliest objects in existence. Einstein's theory of relativity tells us that time doesn't flow the same everywhere. Near a black hole, time slows dramatically. Imagine spending just a few hours orbiting near one, only to return to Earth and discover that thousands of years have passed. everyone you knew, gone. Humanity itself, possibly vanished. To you, it felt like a day. To the universe, it was an eternity. Space is already freezing, but the coldest place we've ever discovered is a cloud of gas. In the Boomerang Nebula, just 5,000 light-years away, its temperature, minus 455 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than the background of the universe itself. At that temperature, atoms barely move. It's the closest thing we've found to absolute zero, a place where nothing, not even the tiniest spark of life, could ever survive. Scientists believe the universe itself is slowly dying. Stars burn out, galaxies drift apart, and eventually, all energy will spread so thin that nothing can exist. This terrifying scenario is called the heat death of the universe. No light, no warmth, just an endless frozen darkness. The universe will not end with a bang, but with silence. And finally, the scariest fact of all. We don't know if we're alone. On one hand, despite billions of galaxies and trillions of planets, we've found no evidence of intelligent life. That silence might mean we're utterly alone in an empty, lifeless cosmos. But there's another possibility. Civilizations may be out there, watching us. Perhaps they're so advanced that we can't even recognize their signals. Perhaps they're avoiding us, waiting for the right moment. Alone or not alone, which is scarier? Space is breathtaking, but it's also terrifying. From black holes to gamma-ray bursts, rogue planets to the death of the universe itself, one thing is certain. We're living in a universe filled with danger. Which of these facts kept you awake the most? Let us know in the comments below.